Rick went back and forth, man. And he says basically the biggest scandal in boxing is Al Haymon and Mr. Espinoza not taking care of Adrian Broner mentally over the years. It's mental issues. I told him the biggest one is Daniel Kinningham. Daniel Kinningham, by way of Rick Glaser himself, says that's his friend to this day. Not only that, he says basically his friend and what his friend did and is not the biggest scandal in boxing. I said, wait a minute. There's a lot of people out there that lost their jobs. There's a lot of people out there that thought they were going to make it. I don't care in what, whether or not it's as a fighter. I don't care if it was as media. I don't care if it's behind the scenes on the boards. I don't care what it is. There's a lot of people that was, getting jobs on the cusp of that. Daniel Kinningham wasn't who he said he was, or that the company that they worked for didn't have nothing to do with Daniel Kinningham, right? Or illegal activity. And now you see there was a big mass scramble to take MTK Go off everything. Boxers having to go and join different platforms, managers, broadcasters, a whole heap of things. Tyson Fury couldn't come to the United States. Tommy Fury couldn't come to the United States. And I'm pretty sure Kaylee Tater's team can't come to the United States. And this didn't stop at the Furies, as we all know. And now we see how far of an impact and where Daniel Kinningham's clutches went into the sport of boxing. You talking about Rick Glaser's talking about Adrian Broner's mental health was more of a scandal, and still to this day is Daniel Kinningham still more of a scandal than Adrian Broner's mental health. Everybody out here knew that something mentally had to be wrong with Adrian Broner. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? One minute he's happy and one minute he's just firing off on everybody. Everybody knew that. You know what I'm saying? But just because you have a mental illness doesn't mean you can't manage it by way of meds or anything like that, or coping mechanisms or exercises that you do to make sure that you can catch the indicators before you flash on somebody. So this is one of those things, man. It's like you can't believe one dude, and he's not saying it as if it's a theory or anything. He's saying it as if he fucking knows. And I don't think there's a damn thing Rick Glaser knows what goes on with AB behind the scenes or anything like that. Only thing he knows just as much as us. Nobody from Adrian Broner's team wants to be the one to get caught running their mouth to some yahoo that nobody really knows what he do. He tells us what he do, but nobody really knows what he do. I give him the benefit of doubt, but I'm still like, yeah, okay. But like I said, y'all, man, this didn't. I didn't make this up. This all came from him. According to Rick Glaser, the biggest, scoop or story or whatever you want to say is Adrian Broner's mental health by way of Al Haymon and Espinoza not taking care of Adrian. That doesn't make no damn sense. Your best friend ruined people's lives, had somebody was implicated in a shooting caught on CCTV. You know what I'm saying? How many lives been ruined by drugs? And you know what kind of, you selling them kind of drugs, somebody got to die. You know what I'm saying? If somebody mess up and stuff, somebody got to go. Turf wars and all kind of things. So all the way from South America to England, somebody had to go. Them poor dudes up over there in the bush killing themselves trying to cook that coke with all kind of chemicals and stuff like that, getting cancer and dying from that shit, going to jail, getting caught for that shit. You want to talk about this biggest scandal in boxing? Come on, man. Shit. You know what it take to make coke, how to ship it and all that stuff? They might find $1 billion worth of coke, but they didn't find it all. You know what I'm saying? They find a couple $1 million worth of coke. There's a whole bunch of other coke that's floating around that made his way in. So, you know, you can believe Rick Glaser if you want to. All y'all out there following him and all that stuff, man. Y'all know what y'all could do with them pretty little lips of yours. And shout out to the boxing world and everybody stay sucker free.